Consumer in situations, consumer behavior. Hello! Today, we will be discussing the chapter 11 of our book. Let's start! What are the learning objectives of this chapter? Understand how value varies with situations. Know the different ways that time affects consumer behavior. Analyze shopping as a consumer activity using different categories of shopping activities. Distinguish the concepts of unplanned, impulse, and compulsive consumer behavior. Use the concept of atmospherics to create consumer value, and understand what is meant by antecedent conditions. Introduction. It focuses precisely how the value a consumer obtains from a purchase or consumption act varies based on the context in which the act takes place. Situational influences is a term that captures these contextual effects, meaning effects independent of enduring consumer, brand, or product characteristics. Temporal factors. Situation characteristics related to time. For example, Bluetooth phone devices allow people to multitask while they're talking on the phone and doing something at the same time, thereby decreasing the time it takes to do all the work. Time pressure. Urgency to act based on some real or self-imposed deadline. For example, when customers don't have time, they tend to process less info because time is important. Customers in a hurry may choose the well-known and usually higher-priced brand because they don't have time to consider the alternatives, or they may choose the less expensive product. Seasonality. Regularly occurring conditions that vary with the time of the year. For example, the fashion and apparel industry are very seasonally driven. Fashion buyers and retailers carefully strategize when to merchandise new fashions in stores to take advantage of peak seasonal demand. The next would be the circadian cycle. It is the rhythm of the human body that varies with the time of the day. For example, the sleep-wake cycle is a daily pattern that determines when it's time to sleep and when it's time to be awake. The ideal cycle includes 7 to 9 hours of sleep, typically at night, followed by 15 to 17 hours of wakefulness. Advertising. This is where the ad buys that include a schedule that runs the advertisement primarily at times when customers will be most receptive to the message. For example, swimming pool marketers realize that consumers are more receptive to their ads in the spring or summer, just as they are more receptive to hot chocolate sales on a cold, cloudy day. Next would be shopping. It is where the set of value-producing consumer activities that directly increase the likelihood that something will be purchased. One example of this is when a consumer visits the mall as a regular activity, she is shopping. The next one would be acquisitional shopping. This is where activity is oriented toward a specific intended purchase or purchases. Example of this shopping activity occurs during the holidays. Year after year, consumers face the challenge that involves purchasing gifts for a certain list of individuals. Next would be epistemic shopping. These are activities oriented toward acquiring knowledge about products. An example of epistemic shopping would be shoe shopping. A person may just go to the store to try on shoes to see how they fit, what they like, and how they look with your outfit. Experiential shopping. These are recreationally oriented activities designed to provide interest, excitement, relaxation, fun, social interaction, or some other desired feeling. Example, consumers who shop outside of their local community. These consumers are more likely to shop in the more intriguing and unfamiliar stores. The next one is impulsive shopping. Spontaneous activities characterized by a diminished regard for consequences, spontaneity, and a desire for immediate self-fulfillment. Example, we tend to buy only a pair of shoes, but when we get into the store and found shoes that are attractive to us or are on a big sale, we tend to buy more. Out shopping. It means shopping in a city or town to which consumers must travel rather than in their own hometown. Example, people who love Nike shoes rather go to Nike factory in Subic Clark because for them it is more satisfying shopping there. Personal shopping value. Overall subjective worth of a shopping activity considering all associated costs and benefits. Example, most women spend their time shopping in malls and before leaving, they make sure they have bought everything they need. Next, utilitarian shopping value. It is where worth obtained because some shopping task or job is completed successfully. Example, moms go to supermarket to buy things that are only useful or really needed, and they are the best examples of utilitarian shoppers. Hedonic shopping value. Worth of an activity because the time spent doing the activity itself is personally gratifying. Example, theme park. Next would be functional quality. Retail positioning that emphasizes tangible things like a wide selection of goods, low prices, guarantees, and knowledgeable employees. An example of functional quality are dry market and department stores. Affective quality. It is where retail positioning that emphasizes a unique environment, exciting decor, friendly employees, and in general, the feelings experienced in a retail place. Example would be Cold Stone. Retail personality, way a retail store is defined in the mind of a shopper based on the combination of functional and effective qualities. A good example of retail personality would be food park. Impulsive consumption. Consumption acts characterized by spontaneity, a diminished regard for consequences, and a need for self-fulfillment. A good example of impulsive consumption would be students cut classes because of hunger and decided to eat at the canteen instead. And that was the first part of Chapter 11, Consumer in Situations. We hope that you learned something from this video.